Hello everyone, welcome back to AK Coding YouTube channel. I'm very happy to see you here, and today is the next lesson of learning jQuery, and today we're going to talk about jQuery events. If you're ready, let's get started. jQuery makes handling events so simple. Events allow interaction such as clicks, hovers, key presses, etc. And here's an example. As you can see, we are getting the button with the ID btn, and we are using .click, which is the event of the jQuery, and we are using the function instead of it. So let's see some examples here too in the next slides. Here, click events. So we can handle the click events with the keyword of the click after the specific ID or class or tag, and we have to write a function. And instead of our function, we will write the block code. And as you can see here, we have alert and button click is happening. So let's try it out, this code first. So here I have this one, so let's delete the old one. So we have btn, and now first of all I'm going to open in the live server, and I hope you already connected your script to the jQuery. If you haven't, it doesn't work, and I have already taught in the first video. If you haven't watched, please go and watch it first. So I want to delete everything, and I want to make it clear, this one too, and give some words, for example submit. So we have here right button, so it's not happening anything. Let me open the console also for you to see better. Okay, now what I'm going to do, instead of our script, I'm going to write the code. So I'll write $, and I will go with the class name .btn, and I'll write .click, and I'll write here function and curly braces, and here I want to write alert. I'll write button clicked, and let's save it and let's try. So I pressed, and as you can see, button clicked, alert came, so the code working well. So the next thing, changing the text on click. So you will click the text and the text will be changed. So how can we do this? So we are getting the text first with the ID text, and we are using the click event handling, and inside we are calling this, which is this text. So this means calls that text, and .text is you click me like that. So how can we do this? First of all, I'm going to open paragraph with the ID text, and I'm going to write lorem2, right? And I want to write some style for that. Style cursor should be maybe pointer. Okay, and let's delete this, and I'm going to call the text. So I'll write with the ID text .click function curly braces, and inside the function I will write again $, this .text, which is this text, should be, for example, hello world. Okay, and let's go back, and if I click on this, it will changing to hello world. So this is working fine. Yep. Or instead of hello world, we can say text clicked and change it, for example. And let's save it first, and if I click on this, text clicked and change it. Okay, this is working. So the next events are hover events. We know what's hover, so we can do changing the background color with hover. So we have the keyword, which is hover, as you can see, and we can write some CSS here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the body. So how can we take the body actually? So I'll write body, right? And I'll write hover with the function with curly braces, and instead of hover, I'll write this keyword dot body or we don't need to write body, actually CSS maybe. We can write background color to red. And if I go back, and if I hover, it's automatically changing to red. Yeah, let's refresh it. It will go back. And I don't press, I will just go bring my cursor to the body section. So it's changing to red. So hover is working. Instead of this, we can do also to button actually. So if I go back to button, it's changing to red. So this is working. The next one is showing and hiding elements on hover. So when you hover it, it will show. When you don't hover, it will hide it. I mean, let's try it out. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have hover, and we're writing function, and after this first function we're writing the second function, the same message. How can we do this? So I'm going to write, when I hover the button, this text will be removed, and when I not hover, it will be shown. So let's try to do this. So first of all, I have button, hover, and inside of this I'll write here function, right, like this. And inside of our function, I will call the message first. So we don't have message, actually we have text, right, text. And after text I will write show. When it's being hovered, it will show. Okay, not show, actually hide. Let's hide first, right, and it's hiding. And we are going to write the second one after the curly braces. You see this? Okay, here. And I will write the second function, which is this one, text.show. And if I go back now, if I hover, it's hiding. If I not hover, it's showing. This is amazing, right? Okay, this is hover events. And we have the next events, which are key press events. So it detects the key press. So if you click, text. So here we are getting the document, and we are writing the key press keyword. And if we are inside of our function, so there is alert, and you press something, and plus string form char code event which. So this means it will get the char code of your key press that you pressed, and event which means it will detect which keyboard is being pressed actually, and it's converting to string actually. So let's try it out. What I'm going to here, I'm going to just remove this things. So function.text show. So I'm going to remove this one. Okay, and I'm going to remove this too. Okay, so this doesn't need. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to change this to maybe not bit10, it's fine, right? And we are going to change to, okay, let's change to document, right? And then we can write key press, and it should be not inside of the string. Okay, now here we're going to write alert key pressed, and plus writing string dot from char code event which, this one. And now we'll see. So if I click any key right here, oh, we have an error, strings not defined. So but this should work actually. Let's try with our copilot what he says. Okay, let's remove this, and I'm going to run our copilot, but this is working actually. This must work. Yeah, because I forgot to make it in the capital letters. And now if I click any button, so let's say we pressed S. If I click number 2, it's saying number 2. If I click Y, it's saying Y. So this is also working fine. So And we have focus and blur events. So focus and blur events, so here highlighting an input field on focus. So what is focus in CSS? And this highlights, so when you are using focus, so the border will be 2 pixels of blue, and resetting style on blur, so it means if you're using the event blur, and if you reset the style, it will be blur and the borders will be none. So this is focus and event blurs in jQuery. So the summary is jQuery makes event handling easier. As you can see, we have a lot of keywords that we can use instead of giving some logical functionalities. And it supports click, hover, key press, focus, and many more. In the next videos, we are going to learn jQuery effects, hide, show, and toggle. I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to share with your friends. And if you want to become master in web development, hit the subscribe button to my channel. See you in the next videos.